There you are. Welcome to my first online brother-sister group therapy session. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Doc.
Hi, I can hear you too.
Good. Okay, so Will and Holly. Why have you come to see me?
Holly, you start.
Why me?
Ladies first.
No, not this time. You always make me tell the story first, and when people look at me like I'm nuts, then you whisper to them, poor Holly, she has a soft spot on the top of her head that isn't closed up properly.
Oh, she has excellent hearing, Doc. All right. So, Dr. Nielsen, we had this kind of like super weird and shocking thing happen to us when we were young, but no one believes us when we tell them. So we just wanted to make sure that, well, we're not crazy or something.
Well, Will and Holly, I have been a professional psychotherapist for decades. There's nothing you can say that will shock me. I have heard it all.
Seriously? All right, groovy. So, back in 1974, we were on a rafting trip with our dad.
It was a routine expedition.
Holly, am I telling this or you?
So you have a habit of glossing over the finer points.
When suddenly, Doc, there was just the greatest earthquake ever known.
Really? Where were you? In South America?
No, United States.
The greatest earthquake ever known was in 1974 in the United States? Where? Alaska?
It was warmer than that. Maybe Colorado or Utah.
Could have been Wyoming or Arizona.
You don't know where it was?
It was definitely the U.S.
Like New Mexico, maybe California.
I am just gonna write down. Okay. So you share the childhood trauma of this terrible earthquake in a non-specific location. How did that affect you?
Actually, Doc, that's just the beginning.
He hasn't gotten to the good stuff yet.
Okay, then I am all ears.
So the earthquake opened up this wall of stone.
Like a chasm.
Holly, so apparently we're telling this together?
I think that that's the best.
The wall of stone opened up like a chasm, and we plummeted down a 1,000-foot waterfall.
Next thing we know, we woke up on land and in our raft with a T-Rex towering over the top of us.
Like the Jurassic Park ride at Universal Studios, except our T-Rex was after the waterfall. That ride it still gives me flashbacks.
Me too.
A T-Rex.
A Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You know, a dinosaur.
A dinosaur. Let me just write. No, I can't make my arms move. Go on.
Well, the T-Rex was not in a good mood. I mean, we ran and escaped inside a very conveniently located cave right before he could eat us. I mean, well, that's pretty much the gist of how we start to tell people our story.
And it always goes south from there.
Any questions?
A couple. Okay, just back up to the waterfall. The three of you plummet down a 1,000-foot waterfall in a raft, and you wake up still in the raft on land.
Yep.
No one fell out of the raft?
No. And luckily all of our stuff stayed in the raft too.
Mm-hmm. You don't think that's odd?
Ay. If he thinks that's the odd part, we're in trouble.
Oh, I am working my way up to the dinosaur.
Oh, we are still in trouble.
There's more?
Oh, we're just getting started. Doc, there were Sleestack.
Oh, who were the Sleestack?
The bad guys. Well, more like lizards.
Lizard lizard bad guys. Lizard. Okay, and they crawled around.
No, they walked like people. Actually, Enoch wore a very handsome tunic, but Enoch wasn't bad. He was a time traveler.
Okay, do you mind if I record this? I don't think I can write fast enough.
And there were the Pakuni, kind of like ape men.
Very hairy, bad teeth, but nothing that like braces couldn't fix. And Ochaka, he was adorable. To be honest, I had a bit of a crush on him. Yeah. Do you think that's why I have a thing maybe today for hairy men?
Boy, does she. Holly, tell him about King Dong.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, she doesn't want to talk about King Dong, so I will.
Well,
When Holly didn't have a date to the junior prom, I bought her a King Kong doll as a joke. I called him King Dong because he had a big,
Will,
because it rhymed. She still sleeps with the thing. I mean, she braids its back hair while she watches TV.
I have fidgety hands.
I'll give the hair fixation some thought.
So anyway, Chaka, it was cool. I mean, he was like a little bro, but one time he got bit by a beetle, and then he really got hairy, if you know what I mean.
God, he got hairy. Okay, I'll give you that one.
Very humorous. The lizard man was a time traveler.
Oh yeah, I mean, technically, we were time travelers too. We had gone back in time.
That's why there were dinosaurs.
That makes sense.
And we weren't the only ones. We met a Confederate soldier, a Native American Indian named Lone Wolf, an astronaut.
Medusa tried to lure me into her garden of eternity.
Medusa, from Greek mythology. Medusa.
Yeah. Only she's not mythical. She's real.
And so were unicorns.
Well, yeah. Anything else?
Once gravity got extra heavy and weighed us down.
And the sun stopped. And one time we had this other earthquake that like released a spirit that looked just like me.
A spirit.
That's nothing. Holly, remember when I became invisible? Here's something they don't tell you, but you have to take your clothes off if you really want to be invisible.
You weren't wearing any clothes? Yeah,
Well,
gross.
well, it's impossible to make your clothes invisible, right, Doc?
I can agree with that sentence.
Since we're being honest and all, I never felt so free as when I was naked and invisible. I think I might be a closeted nudist. Only I don't want anyone to see me naked. Doc, is that a thing?
It is now.
Well, speaking of clothes, I had to wear the same stupid red checkered shirt for 3 seasons.
3 seasons. You mean like spring, summer, and autumn?
Well, maybe. I'm not sure.
Will, did you have to wear the same clothes, or did you have a nice tunic like Enid the Friendly Lizard Man time traveler? That is, when you weren't naked and invisible.
I had a blue shirt, sometimes khaki, sometimes a vest. I had options. It was just hard to keep things clean.
Yeah, doing laundry sucks when you've only got one outfit and dinosaurs like to graze by the river.
The things we take for granted.
Yeah, true that.
Anything else?
Well, yeah. The most disturbing thing was our dad disappeared right in the very beginning of season 3.
After summer, beginning of autumn?
Okay.
What happened to him?
He stepped into the pylon and poof, he was gone.
Pylon? Poof?
We think he time traveled.
Sure. Why not? Uh, do you want me to ask what a pylon is?
I can tell you, it was kind of like the size of a porta potty, but it had a diamond like entrance. The thing was weird.
Yeah, super weird. But I mean, lucky for us, Uncle Jack showed up. He'd been looking for us and found us just as our dad disappeared. It's like our story could only afford one adult male.
We had a Saturday morning budget.
No idea what you're talking about.
Me neither.
Right after Uncle Jack joined us is when we moved to the temple in the Lost City. We had to because there was this big...
Don't tell me. Earthquake?
You're good.
So, Lost City. Who lived in the Lost City?
City dwellers?
I had that coming. So, how did you two get out of that place?
We don't know.
Just one day, we weren't there anymore. We were back to our normal lives.
I changed my clothes and stopped wearing my hair in pigtails.
I pulled down the window shades, wore as little clothes as possible, and watched a lot of soaps.
Days of our lives, junkie. I should have seen it coming.
Nice, Holly. Now I don't feel so bad about the King Dong story.
Hey, Chaka came back with us. He got braces.
I taught him to shave. I mean, it took a while. I mean, we burned through a 12-pack of disposable razors just on his neck. Dad and Uncle Jack were back home too.
Hey, Will, was he really our Uncle Jack, or was he just a friend of Dad's and we called him Uncle Jack?
He was our uncle.
Oh, okay. Well, just checking. I'm fine either way.
Pretty soon, it was like none of it ever happened.
But it did.
Totally did.
Please, Dr. Nielsen, just tell us we're not crazy.
Yeah. Tell me I'm not crazy. Doc, if you need a little more time with Holly, I understand.
Uh-huh. Actually, it wouldn't be proper for me to diagnose either one of you after just one meeting. Why don't we set up another session just as soon as possible and bring Chaka. I'm very curious to meet him. In the meantime, don't operate any heavy equipment or ride any dinosaur-themed amusement park attractions.
This is terrific. Dr. Nielsen, you were the first person we told that whole story to that hasn't run away.
You're the best. I feel better already.
Well, thank you. I was white knuckle gripping it there for a while, but I'll be better prepared next time.
Now that I'm thinking about it, why did you have different shirts and I had to wear the same one all the time?
I was a teenage heartthrob.
Well, what was I?
Holly?
Well, maybe I could have been a heartthrob too, if they would have let me change my clothes every once in a while and like take my hair down and take it out of those pigtails.
Oh, quit trying to go back in time and change things.
Really? Huh. Oh, and by the way, I am so on to you. I am not leaving this camera and letting you go like after me. I am not letting you get that one last dramatic look.
Okay, well, have it your way, but I'm not wearing pants.
Oh, gross.
All right, here goes.